education series. Today I'll be covering essential oils A to Z, and our two oils being highlighted are lemon eucalyptus and lemongrass. Now, all of the information I'm sharing with you today is for educational purposes only. It's not to treat or cure or prevent or diagnose any disease. So let's get started on what we'll be covering in today's class. We will learn about the physical as well as the emotional uses and benefits of both of these oils. I will have a couple of DIYs plus diffuser recipes for both of them. Now let's get started with our first oil, which is lemon eucalyptus, and this is safe for aromatic and topical use. And you'll notice I've indicated an S. An S means that it could be a little irritating to sensitive skin. So it's always best to dilute this oil with a carrier like jojoba or argan, or my favorite is fractionated coconut oil. Our lemon eucalyptus is sourced from Kenya, and it takes about 3 pounds of this plant to get an essential oil that is approximately 250 drops, so a 15 milliliter bottle. Now, the main constituents of this oil are citronellol and citronellol, plus limonene and linalool. Now, limonene, for instance, is very cleansing. It's one of the constituents you'll find in citrus oils like wild orange or lime, grapefruit, and lemon. And it cleanses, it purifies, it can help detox the body. Linalool is a property that you'll find in oils that are very calming and soothing, like lavender. It has those relaxing properties and can help you just feel more comfortable, at ease, and overall relaxed. Now, this oil is primarily used as an insect repellent, and you'll find it in our TerraShield blend, which is doTERRA's proprietary blend for an insect repellent. Some of the properties that you can use these constituents for are as an expectorant, as an analgesic, as I mentioned, insect repellent, also a rubefacient, which is going to increase the blood flow in your body, plus, of course, a cleanser and a purifier. So let's learn about some of the different ways you can use lemon eucalyptus. Top use is bathroom odors, so you can add a couple of drops to the toilet bowl before you use it, and that'll neutralize any odors. As a mosquito repellent, and an easy way to use it is to simply mix it with some fractionated coconut oil and then apply it topically to your skin. It's going to give you about a 97% mosquito repellent coverage, but you do have to reapply it every 2 hours. You can use it for candida by mixing it with 1 drop of tea tree and 1 drop of clove, diluted with some carrier oil, and then you can rub it on your abdomen about 6 times a day. As a surface cleaner, super easy and non-toxic, in a 10-ounce glass spray bottle, combine about 5 drops lemon eucalyptus with 10 drops of lemon. You can use it in your diffuser as well by mixing it with 2 drops of Purify. So 2 drops lemon eucalyptus with 2 drops Purify, and that'll give you a very clean and refreshing and uplifting aroma. For muscle injuries, you can dilute a couple of drops and then massage it into affected areas. Other uses include respiratory support, for lowering fever, for insect bites, for fungus, sores, and different wounds. Now, the emotional benefits are going to include supporting you when you feel unprotected, when you feel that you don't have very good boundaries, where you are energetically weak and you feel exposed. Lemon eucalyptus can create a protective barrier, if you will, or space around individuals. It's especially helpful when you're feeling even exposed in natural elements or energetic forces that are just draining you. It can help individuals recognize when they need to create more effective boundaries and maintain their personal space. And the way you would use it is simply aromatically or topically. You can add a couple of drops to some carrier oil and then rub it on the bottom of your feet. You can use it in your diffuser or simply inhaling from the bottle, or placing a couple of drops in your hands, rubbing them together, and then taking some nice deep breaths. And even environmental, if you wanted to make a spray bottle and just mist around your home. Now, using essential oils emotionally is a very effective tool for supporting yourself. And I have a class that I'll be linking in the description below regarding how you can use essential oils to support your emotions, how the frequencies of essential oils work with the frequencies of different types of emotions that we feel, anything from overwhelm to sadness to anxious feelings to frustration and anger. And I love using my oils emotionally as well as physically. Let's look at some diffuser blends for this oil. We have Supercharge, where you blend some lemon eucalyptus with lemon and rosemary. Bug Away, so this would be a great one. If you have a roaming diffuser, which is available through your wholesale account, which means you can just charge it and then no plug required. You can take it outdoors when you're having a barbecue or just sitting out there to read or watching the kids play. You can protect yourself from all of these different insects that can be pests in the backyard by using a diffuser with this specific blend. Citrus scent is another nice one that's very clean, refreshing, and uplifting for the mood. And then clear the air with lemon eucalyptus, lemon, and purify. So if you want to take a snapshot of these recipes, you can have them handy next time you want to try your lemon eucalyptus with other oils in your diffuser. Here's a very easy DIY recipe that you can create as a topical mosquito or insect repellent. It's a mosquito buster balm. So you would simply mix 10 drops of lemon eucalyptus with 5 drops of tea tree. And then in a double boiler, you would melt down some beeswax, some shea butter, and then some coconut oil. And once that's completely melted, take it off the heat, let it cool for a couple of minutes, and then add your essential oils. Mix it well and allow it to, well, pour it into your containers. They have a lot of these cute little containers online. Just make sure they're either glass or aluminum, and just allow them to harden for a couple of hours. And they make really wonderful gifts as well. Before you know it, it's going to be spring and summer, so you might want to get a head start on creating these buster balms. Let's move on to lemongrass. Now, lemongrass is an oil that is sourced from India, and it also requires about 3 pounds of the grass to make a 15 milliliter essential oil. And this oil is safe for aromatic, topical, and internal use. It also has the S, which indicates we want to be cautious applying it topically for sensitive individuals. So make sure that you use a carrier to check to see how your skin reacts. I'm fine when I just apply it topically by itself, but it's always a good idea to start off with a carrier. Now, the main constituents are geraniol and nerol, and then geraniol and fernisol. So some of the top properties are that they are anti-inflammatory, antimicrobial, analgesic, anti-carcinoma, anti-mutagenic, which means it's going to protect your DNA and cells from mutating in a negative way. It's decongestant, regenerative, and anti-rheumatic. Now, this oil is also found in DDR Prime. If you haven't tried DDR Prime, it's an excellent oil. I use it every single day. And DDR Prime is great to support your immune system, but it's also good when you have chronic issues that create inflammation in the body or that can compromise your cell health and cell integrity. So I use that on a regular basis, and lemongrass is part of that formula. And this oil combines well with basil, with ginger, with peppermint, and even with Siberian fir. This is also an oil that I like to keep in my kitchen because lemongrass in some soup or some rice is absolutely delicious. You can even add some to your water to give it a fresh taste. And here are some of the top uses. So you can support your thyroid, whether it's too slow or too fast. You can apply it over your thyroid area at the base of the neck, dilute it. To support cholesterol levels, you can take a couple of drops in a capsule. For ligament and tendon issues, you can apply to painful areas. For stomach ulcers, you could take a drop in a capsule. For immune support, apply 1 or 2 drops to the bottom of your feet. For lactose intolerance, 1 drop in a capsule. And of course, for cooking, I always suggest that you start with a toothpick. So simply get a toothpick, insert it into the orifice reducer at the top of the bottle, turn it upside down, let that wooden toothpick absorb some of that oil, and then you take the toothpick and then you swirl it in your dish. And you can repeat this with the new toothpick until you get the desired flavor. There have been instances where I add a drop and that 1 drop is simply too much and it overpowers the dish. So you might want to play with it before you start off with a drop, because 1 drop of essential oil is going to be about a tablespoon of the dry spice. Less is always better because you can always add more. But if you add too much, you might potentially ruin your dish. The other tip that I'd like to give you is that some oils come out faster than others. So we may go for 1 drop, but then 3 or 4 drops will come out. Maybe put 1 drop in a spoon and then swirl the spoon in your dish and then take it from there. But I have ruined several dishes trying to pour essential oils directly from the bottle into my pot. Now, other uses for this oil include supporting airborne bacteria, bladder issues, carpal tunnel, Charlie horses, connective tissue, injury, frozen shoulder, lymphatic drainage, sprains, and urinary tract infections. A lot of great uses for this oil. For the emotional benefits, removing that toxic or negative energy when you feel you're in despair, if you're holding on to the past and you can't let go, hoarding issues, feeling like you're in darkness. You want to release this and start working on supporting more positive emotions using the lemongrass. Now, lemongrass is a powerful energy cleanser. It dispels feelings of despondency, despair, and lethargy. Lemongrass teaches individuals to move forward without hesitation. So this is taken from the Essential Emotions book. Here are a few diffuser blends. Spring Boost, it's right around the corner. And where I'm at, it's just always raining or cloudy. So using some lemongrass with tangerine and spearmint can just help you look forward to that time when we're going to have more sunshine and nicer weather. And the scent profile, the combination of these oils is just very beautiful, very fresh and very clean and very uplifting. Renewal is a really easy one you can use in your diffuser with 3 drops of lemongrass and 3 drops of lavender. And Mountaintop, that smells amazing. 3 drops of lemongrass, 2 drops of eucalyptus, and 1 drop of lavender. For those of you that have been around my channel for a little bit, you'll notice I've talked in the past about how much I love diffusing, and it really has made a significant difference in my overall mood, helping with my mental clarity. And I know that it's cleansing the environment and the air in my home. So I try to diffuse every single day and night, and I just love looking for different recipes. So that's why having a wide variety of oils in my collection is so important, because I don't want to ever say, I don't have that oil, I can't diffuse this recipe. I love having everything handy so that I can just mix and match and try different blends. It's so much fun. So here's a recipe I encourage you to try. It's coconut lemongrass red lentil soup. Now, it does include the lemongrass essential oil, but if you wanted to, you could replace the 1 tablespoon of fresh ginger with 1 drop of ginger essential oil. So you might want to take a snapshot of it and then let me know in the comments below what you thought of this recipe. Here's a very simple DIY. You can use doTERRA's Correct X, which is their essential oil ointment. It has lavender and frankincense and cedarwood and some other oils. We typically use Correct X for bug bites and scrapes and bruises and cuts, but you can also add some lemongrass and basil and use it for scars. So I love that recipe. Well, friends, I hope you enjoyed our informational and educational class on lemon eucalyptus and lemongrass. I encourage you to speak to your wellness advocate if you're already a member. And if you need support with recipes, with a protocol, with anything that has to do with your account or your health, your wellness advocate is there to support you and to help you and to guide you. They are your liaison, so make use of them. I also want to encourage you to consider hosting a class. Just like you're probably loving your oils and really benefiting from them, consider helping others in your community, friends or family that may have some health issues and don't know that there are natural solutions that could be very effective in supporting them. If you are completely new to essential oils, then please reach out. I will have my contact information below, and I can help you get started or answer any questions you might have. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate your time. If you like this information and found it valuable, please give it a like, and that's going to support my channel so that YouTube can share this with other individuals looking for natural wellness solutions. And if you haven't already, please subscribe and click the notification bell so you're notified next time I drop a brand new video. I look forward to seeing you in the very near future. Bye-bye.